This is Bill at Highland Hill Farm, and today I'm going to tell you two different stories I heard recently about people moving out of New York. I sell trees and shrubs in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and surrounding areas, and recently a woman called me and told me the following story. She has a fairly nice property in northern New Jersey, and recently someone knocked at her door and said, "Look, I'm moving out of New York City. And I'd like to buy your property. What do you want for it?" And she told me that she's not the only person that's had this happen. She said that people are buying properties like they're hotcakes. I mean, buying properties that they have not even seen. They're so panicked to get out of New York. And then she went on to say that her daughter and son-in-law, who had an apartment in New York, decided to move home because their jobs are now remote and they don't need to live in New York. So there is this mass, and that was the first story I heard today. Then, about 10 minutes later, my real estate agent that deals with the properties that we own in Montana, he gives me a call. And he says, "Bill," he says, "I know you're in the tree business. I thought I'd give you a call because we just had a guy in here and we're going to be taking him around to show him some ranches in the Malta, Montana area. And I called you to let you know that he has a 600-acre nursery in New York and he's selling it. He's going to move to Malta, Montana." I said to my agent out there, I said to Gary, I said, "Gary, listen, I'm not interested in buying any properties anywhere in New York." He says, "Yeah, but it's 600 acres of trees. I know you use a lot of trees." I could use the trees, Gary, but I don't want to buy any properties in New York. And there's a lot of other people just like me that don't want to buy properties in New York because of the high taxes, don't want to get involved with all the New York state laws and regulations, and would like to get out of New York. I own properties myself, Gary, in New York. I told them, I'm trying to get rid of them. So that's what I wanted to tell you that I heard today. And I'm sure you have more stories about people trying to flee New York. And if you do, put them in the comment section below. Now, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo faces intensifying accusations that he covered up the true death toll of COVID-19 on nursing home residents. Andrew Cuomo wrote the book on managing the COVID-19 crisis. Andrew Cuomo was recognized for his effective use of television during the pandemic. There are calls for his Emmy for COVID-19 TV briefings to be rescinded. But at Highland Hill Farm, we support Andrew Cuomo. In fact, we've named him as Tree Salesman of the Year. Because of his leadership in New York, people are fleeing New York for other states. And when they flee, they buy properties and they fix them up and they buy trees and shrubs. And we sell lots and lots of trees and shrubs to New York transplants that have moved to Pennsylvania to avoid the high taxes. Andrew, we love you. We don't want you to resign. Stay as governor of New York. 4 more years for Andrew Cuomo. Please, New York, do not have a recall on Andrew Cuomo. Please do not prosecute Andrew Cuomo. He tried the best he could, and he's a great governor. We love Andrew Cuomo. He is our Tree Salesman of the Year at Highland Hill Farm. When you show up at Highland Hill Farm, you can expect to go home with a big tree.